Hello you guys, and welcome back to the One in a Million channel. I'm so excited to have you guys here. My name is Eunice Chan, and if it is the first time of you guys watching any of my videos at all, please say hello so that I could properly greet you and say hello. And if you hear cat meowing in the background, that is Thor, and he's meowing and crying and whining because he wants to go out, and I'm filming a video, so I cannot take him out right now. So now that we got that out of the way, let me introduce to you the conversation we're going to have today, because we are going to dive into such a fun subject. So for those of you who have followed my channel for a while, you know that I love using meditation to go into deeper states, to like really enhance my consciousness, to go into like deeper levels of my consciousness. And there is like such a world out there. And I love looking for new meditations. I love experimenting. I'm always like trying and playing with my meditation to see like what more I can find, like completely just out of curiosity. So I came across this new one. It's a binaural beats channel. This guy's name is called Jody Hatton. It's so cool. Like this guy is just, he doesn't even do it full time. Like it's just a hobby, a passion project of his. He started this channel and he uploaded all the meditation videos, the binaural beat soundtrack. He's just a guy who loves to tweak sounds and put them together, and like voila, you know, there's a soundtrack for you guys to use. The way that I came across him, I was just looking and browsing on YouTube, and usually when I look for binaural beats, I usually like something that has a bit more like scientific background, something that really helps my brain to get in sync with the rhythm that or into the wavelength that I want it to be on. But most of the time when I come across videos on YouTube or soundtracks on YouTube, I don't really know what it does. And so I tend to stay away from those videos. And I'm really into brain entrainment. So the way that binaural beats work, for those of you who are not very familiar with the concept, it's like playing two different tones, one in the left ear, one in the right ear, and then you will have the third tone that your brain sort of blends together to create the third tone that your mind can hear, and that kind of puts you in a state of relaxation, of improved mood. When you listen to one of those soundtracks, you're able to have your brain sync up to the rhythm of the sounds. I decided to give his binaural beats a try. I clicked on the video, and lo and behold, the entire video, like I'm not talking about just the beginning portion, and I'm talking about the entire length of the video, sounded like the back of a refrigerator. Like it was like just a slow, steady hum. It was just a hum. And it sounded like I was in the back of a fridge, like inside the container of the fridge. And to me, that was quite fascinating. And I decided that I was going to stick with it because of all the positive comments that I have seen under all his videos. The reason I love it so much, and the reason I keep going back, you guys, is because for me, it works. It works every single time. And for the power nap videos that he posts, like I usually take 20-minute power naps, or I use the power nap videos and I use it for meditation, so I kind of use it for different purposes. Sleep like a baby. I sleep so well in 20 minutes. I feel like I've slept for an hour. I feel like I've slept for an hour and a half, and I come out feeling so refreshed. And what I love about it is that you actually get to see what goes into his tracks. You get to see the frequency of the left ear, and you get to see the frequency of the right ear and how it changes over time. So like you'll see the changing numbers on the top of the screen, and then the third tone that is being generated when the two tone matches, like blends together. And so you could see like the frequency changing. You can see yourself like going into a deeper state, and then like coming out from the, like staying in the deep state and then coming out of it. And that's kind of where it satisfies my need to know that like what goes into the video, what actually is happening with the soundtrack and my head. So his brain entrainment videos are divided into five main categories: deep sleep, power naps, study and focus, meditation, and helping you to wake up. So all of these different videos have different frequencies and has different patterns, and it takes you through a different journey. So you can see how the left and right ear syncs up together. You can see how it takes you through different states. And also it matches up the purpose of what the video is trying to do so that you can come out of the soundtrack in your desired state. So when I listen to the waking up video, it actually puts me back in the beta state so that my brain is awake, I am alert, I am ready to rock and roll. One of the most common complaints of his sleeping videos that I found is that either there's no alarm or that the people sleep through the alarms. So because it works so well, because it puts you in such a deep state that people have a hard time getting out of it. If you use any of his sleep videos, make sure that you set your own alarm, that you don't end up sleeping for like 3 hours or 8 hours. Another complaint that I hear a lot is like people don't hear anything in the soundtracks. Now the thing with listening to binaural beats is that because the tone is different for the left and right ear, you have to use earphones in order for it to work, because the sound that comes out from the left earbud is going to be different from the sound coming from the right earbud. If you don't hear anything, it's because you're not using earphones. And the last complaint that I see people write about is that they get headaches over time. And the reason that happens is because you're listening to the soundtrack too loud. You're putting the volume too loud. And in his videos, he says that you're supposed to put it at like 20 to 30% of the volume and no more than that. It's supposed to be just a low hum. You're not supposed to hear it like on full blast. And you guys, every single time it helps me achieve such a deep state. Like it doesn't even feel like 20 minutes. It feels like I've been in meditation for like 45 minutes. That is like the depth of which I'm able to experience. So I want to share with you, because I was like actually like keeping a track of what I was experiencing all throughout the 20 minutes and how my experience was evolving throughout the meditation. So at the 5-minute mark of my meditation, I started feeling like the sound was really muffled, and I felt like there was a lot of distance between me and the sound. I know that sounds really weird, but it feels like there's a lot of distance between me and the sound. And I just remember feeling like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm really far away from the sound that is happening. That kind of lasted for a while. And then I remember feeling at the 15-minute mark, I can feel the sensation as my hands, and I'm like recalling this. My hands and my lips started feeling really light. Like it started feeling like it didn't exist. Like it was foam. Like there was no weight. There's no weight, there's no substance to it. It was really weird. And then at the 18 to 19 minute mark, I remember, I think maybe it was like 17 to 19 minutes, all the new insights started hitting me like crazy. And that is actually where the idea of this video came from. And simultaneously, I also came up with different ideas as well. So like insights like turned on like crazy. And it happened within the span of 2 minutes. But those 2 minutes, you guys, like it felt like eternity, because there was so many downloads, so many insights, so many ideas that came to me. And I'm like, okay, I know I'm coming out of this meditation soon, because, you know, I kept opening my eyes to check the time. It felt like I just opened a door, and I knew that I entered a very, very deep meditative state. And then I remember at the 19th to 20th minute, I was just like, okay, I know this meditation is gonna end soon. I cannot wait. I'm just like in a rush to write everything down. And so it definitely felt like a very rewarding meditative experience. And like I said, you know, I could listen to the same track over and over again, and every time it would feel different. Every time I would have a new insight. Every time I would experience something different, but every time it feels really deep. So you guys, this is my new favorite YouTube channel, my new favorite like binaural beats meditation. I am going to keep using them until I find something else, you know, and by that time I'm going to let you guys know. It's honestly helped me enter like deeper states within myself so much. And also, like, the way that I would put it is also, it helps me find new dimensions to my meditation. And so I hope this helped you guys. Let me know if you decide to give it a try, and let me know how you find it. Let me know how you feel. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to this channel so that we can stay in touch. That said, take care, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.